Okay guys, so now we start the front of page 4. So for the front of page 4, you're going to need one piece that is 6 3/4 by 8 1/4, and you are going to score you're going to score a 1/2 inch on the left hand side, okay, of the 6 3/4 inch laying across the top of your scoreboard. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my scoreboard, and you will need a magnet for this. Okay, for this one, I'm going to go ahead and turn that over, and I'm just going to go ahead and score a 1/2 inch down that way. Okay. And then go ahead and fold it over and burnish down. Alrighty. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you are going to go ahead and we are going to put this onto our right hand side. Okay, I chose these two pretty photo mats to put on top of here, just like this. Okay, and of course you can pick, you know, whatever you would like. You could decorate this however you want. So I just went ahead and did it this way, and then on the back I'll go ahead and put something back here. So before we begin this portion though, what we want to do is lay down our magnets. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take the backing off of this. Okay, and we're just going to go ahead and set that right in the middle. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and take the back off of this one. Set that on top of there, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some glue on top of our 1/2 inch score piece right here. Okay, that way, and I'm going to go ahead and place this on the edge there. Okay, just right along the edge. Alrighty, so just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to go ahead and rub that magnet down. Okay, just like that. And I'm hoping that, yep, okay, there it is. Okay, was having trouble sticking down for a second. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and burnish that down real quick. Okay, and then here is my mat. So I went ahead and matted this. Or I went ahead and cut my mat. And then this will just go over the top of this. Okay, just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this down and lay this piece down, and then that's it. And then we'll be on, and then I will be right back. Okay, so once you have everything on here, the next thing we're going to do is I want you to go ahead and look through your design paper scraps, okay, and see if you have any that are like, let's see here, oh, here we go. Anything like this. So anything that looks like this, maybe like this part, or like this. Maybe some that look like this that you on the back of your pieces that you've cut. Okay, so it'd be like this light purple one, and it had some of your cut aparts, the frames and stuff. Maybe the ones with the little tags, okay, on there. This one says have a wonderful birthday, and it looks like that on the back. Okay, this one says fun times, and then it has best on there as this, I think best something, I can't remember. And then it has like that lavender, pretty lavender color on the back. So if you have some of those, okay, I thought this would be a really cool idea to do. And what we're going to do is we are going to cut out, I want you to just cut out a couple, okay, only 2. And what we're going to do with those is we are going to cut our tags out on our other piece of paper. Okay, so you'll have some tags left over, and because we're getting near the end here, okay, so we're getting kind of, you know, scarce on our papers, right? But go ahead and cut out your tags, okay? And I want you to go ahead and pick a couple that will, that you want to put on here. So you'll just need 2 of them, okay? So 2 little pockets that we're going to make, okay? So here I'm going to pick this purple one, okay? I'm going to set that one down here. And then I might go ahead and put, I don't know. Let's see, let me make sure that, yep, that's going to fit. I might go ahead and put this purple one or this one. This Fun Times would be a good one too. So I might put that one. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So I think I'll do it like this. Okay, so like the Fun Times will be down here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those out real quick. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab my scissors, and I'm just cutting along that line there and here. And I'm going to cut along this line here. Alrighty. And I might go ahead and just cut this down some. Let's see here. I'm going to use this as my guide. But I'm going to put that fun in the middle part. So, but I'm going to use that as my guide. Okay. And then turn that over. Whoops. Okay, so it looks like this now. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and stick that right there. I might go ahead and cut it down just a few more times here, so it's even on both sides. I think that's it. Okay, just like that. Okay, so there's like a little space in between there, about maybe a 1/16 of an inch between this and then this piece right here. So I want you to just go ahead and kind of curve that out, okay? And what this does, it just kind of stretches your paper a little bit and breaks up those fibers, okay? So again, I'm just going to go ahead, stretch that out. Okay, and then I want you to go ahead and just grab your glue, and you're just going to put glue like right on the edge there. Okay, you're not going to use a lot of glue. Alrighty. So you're just going to put some glue right on the edge there. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and bring that glue right on the bottom edge. Okay. Just like that. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and just stick that right on the bottom part. Okay, or actually you're going to lift it up just a bit. I'm sorry. Lift it up just a bit, because I'm going to, and then before you actually lay it down, I want you to kind of curve it a little bit. Okay, just kind of lift it up a little bit. Okay, so just like that, and then lay it down. Okay, so that will make a little pocket for a tag. Okay, see how fun that was? So cute, right? So you could do that, and then we're going to do the same thing up here. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead, and I might Yeah, I need to cut this down just a bit. So I'm going to cut it down right there. And hopefully my lines are straight enough. Okay, I think that's straight. Okay, again, you're going to go ahead and just stretch that paper out. Okay, and then again, just kind of curve it. Okay, just like that. Alrighty, and then put glue on the edge there, on the bottom edge, and then on the other edge. And you're just going to go ahead and lay that right above it. I don't know, maybe once you get your little tag in there, maybe leave about 1/4 of an inch space between the tag and your little pocket there. Okay, and you're just going to lay that down just like that. Okay, and again, you're just going to kind of curve that in so you kind of get it like a little pop-up. Okay, or a good way to do it too is you could go ahead and put your bone folder down while you're laying it down and just curve it around your bone folder. So that creates a little pocket right there. And you know, I've done this for my cards and such. So in other, I think I've done it not in past scrapbooks that I've done. So yeah. So okay, and then of course we have another little tag here that we're going to cut out. So I don't know what I did with my other little tag. I had another one, or you could even use these ones here. These are little square ones from the tag. I think from the one of the cut apart sheets, and you could just stick that in there. Or you could trade them off and put that one there, put that one there, just like that. So there we go. So there is page 4. Okay, that is the front of page 4. And again, you could put like a little saying right there if you wanted. Okay, guys, so for the back of page 4, you are going to need 4 little 6x6 cards from one of your cut apart sheets, okay? And then just cut them down, you know, 6 by 6. Then you're going to go ahead and you are going to need 1 little tag, okay, from one of the cut apart sheets, okay? And that actually will be from the cut apart sheet like this. So your tags come from this sheet. They're down here like this. Okay, so you'll need 1 of those. Okay. And then you're going to need, I did 3, but you'll need 3 of these 1-inch strips, okay, and these are going to be our hinges because we're not going to mat these on white cardstock because they have a front and a back. The back is already printed. I thought it would be really pretty. I mean, you know, that way you don't have to use double the design paper for matting wise. You just go ahead and we'll make our hinges for this, so you don't have to mat the white cardstock, you know, unless you want to do that, that's fine. If you want to do that, you will need 2 of the spring, Burst of Spring collections of the Heartfelt Creations design paper, okay? So you'll need 2 paper pads with that, all right, if you want to do that. So what we're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and grab the folded end, okay? You're going to go ahead and grab the folded end right here. Okay, and we are going to go ahead and I'm going to move everything. You will need 1 magnet, okay, so you'll need a pair of magnets for this part. You're going to go ahead and put a piece of glue right on the top part of that back of that piece, okay? So this is my front, and I'm turning it. I turn mine downward to put glue on it, but you'll just want to turn that over. have the folded edge at the top part of that, okay, just like that. So just turn it back over when you're mounting that, okay, and you want that folded edge at the top, okay. So you're just going to go ahead and burnish that in just like that, and then you can go ahead and you can cut that off. And I'm going to grab my scissors. All right, I'm going to grab my scissors just like that and cut that off. So there we go. So there is our first one, and now you have your hinge for our waterfall. Okay, now when you put these on, you can definitely go ahead and cover this part with your scrap pieces of paper. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our next piece, okay, and the same thing. So you're just going to turn this over. You can either put the glue up here or you could put it on your hinge, whatever you would like. If you put it on your hinge, just go ahead and put a little bit, okay. Make sure you get the edges and the ends really good, okay. Put that folded part away from you, all right. So you want that folded part away from you, and you just want to go ahead and place that down right on top of that piece of paper, okay. Turn it over and make sure that it's right on the edge there so everything lines up great, okay, just like that. All right, and burnish that down really good, and then you're just going to cut away that excess, okay. Now if you're using tape, you're just going to go ahead, okay, and you're just going to lay your tape. You can lay a strip of tape all the way down the 1 inch or the whole strip, okay, and you can do it that way. So and then here I'm just going to go ahead and lay my glue down here just like that. Get my 1 inch strip, put the folded part away from me, okay, and bring that hinge all the way up, okay, just like that. All right, turn it over, make sure everything is matching up good, burnish that down, all right, and then cut that away. All right, and then we have our one last piece here. Okay, so now for the closure part. Okay, this is going to be our closure, and what we're going to do here is you are going to go ahead and place your hinge on the back of this, okay, just like this. All right, and you're going to go ahead and, like I said, I just flipped mine over on the bottom piece, okay, of this, okay. That's where you're going to put your glue. All right, and I'm going to put my glue towards, just kind of dab that towards the bottom there, and I'm going to go ahead and put my hinge right on the bottom there, okay, just like that. Okay, so now I have something that looks like that, and you're just going to go ahead and cut that away. Okay. Now, okay, so then you're going to get another tag, okay, from the cut apart sheet, and you're just going to place that right on top of there, okay. Of course, we're going to cut that out, and you want to make sure that you put your magnet on here before you glue this down, okay. So let's go ahead and get started with putting this together, okay. So we're going to bring this piece over. This is the back of page 4, okay, and we are going to go ahead and attach this right at the bottom here, okay, just like this, page 4. So before we put this on, this little guy, okay, I want to go ahead and cut this out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and just line this tag up with this one, with the one that we need to cut out, and I'm just going to cut around it because I do want to make sure. All right, so there is my second tag, and that's going to fit right on the back of this one, just like that. Okay, so it should fit pretty close. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that on there just like that. Turn this around, okay, and make sure I don't have any excess showing. If you have any excess showing, like I have a little bit up here, just go ahead and cut that down. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and stick this on, okay, and you're going to go ahead and just put some glue on this little guy here. All right, and you are going to place him right on the edge in the middle part, okay, right on the edge of the bottom part of that piece of your page, okay, just like that. All right, just like that. So, and then go ahead, pull back, and just burnish that down. Now you can go ahead and we are going to mat this down. Okay, before we mat this down though, we need to go ahead and put our magnet on. To put our magnets on, you're going to grab 2 magnets, a positive and a negative, okay, and they're going to look just like this, and you're just going to go ahead and take both of the backings off, okay. These just like that, okay, and then you're going to go ahead and stick it right up here, or actually no, I want you to go ahead and stick it right in the middle. You could stick it right like about maybe an inch down from or up from the bottom of your tag here when you have it pulled down. All right, then what I want you to do is flip it over, and we're going to go ahead and push that down, okay, just like that. So now you have your magnet set, okay. The next thing you're going to do is go ahead and mat your paper. Alrighty, and I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So there is our page now, okay. So the next thing what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and you can mat this on here. Now you can either mat this with tape, or you can mat it with glue, either way, okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and put glue like around it, okay. Make sure that you get your edges really good, your corners, okay, because like I said, I always forget, so reminding y'all helps remind me. So, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and push that together, right, and there we go. So now you can just burnish that in. Okay, go ahead and pull it down. Alrighty, okay, so there we go. So there's that. And again, if you have any excess that is coming out the top, okay, you can go ahead and cut that off. So like I'm having just a bit there. So I can go ahead and take my scissors and I can just go ahead and cut that little bit off. Okay, so our first piece is actually going to go down about a 1/2 inch from the top. So if you wanted to, you could grab your ruler, okay, and go ahead and just set that there, okay. And you can mark where the 1/2 inch is, and that's where the first top of your paper is going to go. Okay, and I marked it right there. See it right there? My little pencil. Okay, so basically your first piece is going to go like right on that line. So you won't be able to see that line when you lay down your piece. Okay, so it's going to go just like that. All right. If you hear my dog, she is a drama queen, you guys. She is so funny. She's sitting here moaning and groaning because she's mad. So, yeah. So if you hear her, I apologize. There's nothing wrong with her other than she's just being a stinker. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm putting this trying to put this right in the middle, but now I have to make sure that I have it correct because you want your little flap to kind of be in the middle of your waterfall. Okay, so I went ahead and laid down the first piece. Okay, and that is about a ½ inch right there. Okay, I covered up my little pencil mark. All right, and I'm going to turn this back over, flip this up. Now, if this is your first time ever doing a waterfall, this is how you somewhat do it. Okay, usually what you do is you create a whole sheet and then score a ½ inch, and you have the backing of that cardstock behind here. Okay, but because we only made the hinges, we're only going to focus on the hinge part. Okay. Okay, so if this is your first time doing a waterfall, this is how you do them. Okay, you go ahead and you're going to lay your next piece right up underneath that piece you just laid down. It's going to butt up right against that hinge or this ½ inch right here. Okay, your gusset. So you're going to go ahead, and if you're using tape, you can do that. If you're just using glue, you can do that too. So I'm just going to go ahead and rub that glue in there. All right. Okay. And you're going to butt that piece up. If you want to make sure that it's even with that piece that you are butting up against. Okay, so your waterfall, when it lays down, you don't have your pieces like all like uneven. Okay, so for instance, like this lays on top of here like this. Okay, so so I'm going to scoot this over just a little bit here, see if I can. I don't know if I can now because it's laid down pretty good. Okay, so you lay it down like this. All right, and there you go. So now you're going to lift that piece up. Okay, and you are going to go ahead and put your glue on that piece. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and butt that up against there. Again, you want to make sure that you are right even with that piece there. Okay, make sure that your pieces are even. Okay, if you have to, you can go ahead and pick it up and relay them down if you need to. Let's see here. I'm actually sitting down in my chair today, so it's kind of hard for me to see. Might have to stand up. Okay. Apologize for coughing, you guys. Still trying to get over that cold. So then you're going to go ahead and lift that up there. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and put glue down here. and just lay that right underneath that one. Okay, and before you could just go ahead and make sure that everything is even on there, and then you can go ahead and burnish down. All right, so there we go. So there is that. Yay! Okay, then you can lift that up. Now, if you wanted to, you want to go ahead and keep putting more down, you can definitely do that. I am only doing 4 pieces here, so I thought that would be really good because you're going to get 8 pictures in here. So you get 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 6x6 pictures, or whatever size you would like to make them, 5x5, 4x4, whatever you would like to do. And then this is just going to close just like that. So there is your closure for your waterfall. Okay, so that is about it. Now we are done, and we are ready to go ahead and insert our pages into our album. Okay, so I will be right back. I'm going to gather everything up, finish putting my top onto this, and then I'll be back. Hi guys. Okay, we are ready to put our pages inside of our album. Yay! So we've already went ahead and placed our adhesive on our hinges, the front and the back. Okay, so go ahead and grab your pages, and you will need page 1. We are going to go ahead and take this piece off. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and take that off. And I'm going to go ahead and put glue. I usually put glue on my hinges. I just feel like I get a better adhesion with that. So you're going to place it on the front and the back of that. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and just rub that into my hinge there. Okay. Make it a little bit tacky. So now I'm going to grab page number 1, and I'm going to take out my insert. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead, open this up with my fingers, and I'm going to place the edge of that right on the edge of that tape. Okay, so you do not want to bring your page all the way to the edge of your hinge, okay, where the score line is. You want to bring it to the edge of that tape that you have there. Okay, so that is how you're going to do that. All right, and you're going to turn this over and make sure that your page is adhered down to the other side. Okay, all righty, so there we go. So page number 1 is done. So there we go, page number 1, and it flips back and forth. Everything opens really well. And okay, so the next one we're going to do is page number 2. Okay, so I'm going to be placing my glue on either side of that. Okay, make sure your hinge doesn't get stuck to your gusset. It's the first time that's ever happened, you guys. Never had that happen before. Okay, and again, I'm just placing the glue on the other side, and I'm just going to rub that glue in. And again, I apologize for my voice. I'm still having a cough, you guys. Okay, so for page 2, again, I'm going to go ahead and take the insert out. Okay, that to the side. Open it up with my hand here. Okay, and let's see, put that to the side. Go ahead and turn it. Make sure that I'm placing the page to the edge of that tape there, okay? And then just burnish that in, okay? Yeah. Alrighty. And then I want to make sure that my other side is doing the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that that side is even. Alrighty. And it looks like everything is good. So I'm just going to go ahead and pinch that down. Burnish this side here. Flip it back over and burnish that side. Okay. And that is how you are going to put your pages on. And again, I'm just going to burnish this down. All right. Alrighty, so now is page 3. And so for page 3, you're going to do the same thing, 3 and 4, and I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through that. Okay, now that we have our page 4 in and everything, you can now go ahead and put in your 1/2 inch covers to your gussets. So I went ahead and cut out 5 of these, okay, and I just put the glue on the gusset part, okay. I'm just going to go ahead and run that down with my fingers and stick that on there just like that. Okay, now you can do any color you would like. You don't have to do the light. I just had enough, excuse me, I just had enough of the light colored cardstock left, design paper, to go ahead and do this. So I went ahead and cut out some of the paper to cover the gussets, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and stick that right in there, just like that. Okay. And there we go. So, okay, you just want to burnish it in like you do, the rest of your items. So, and then here is this one, and we're just going to go and stick. And again, we have 1/2 inch gussets, so you have enough room to definitely add, your photos. You have enough room to add in, if you want to add foam tape or something to, your flowers. If you have flowers you want to stick in there, little cut aparts, or, add, just add anything that you would like to. You definitely have enough space in this, in your pages, to warrant. See how much space you still have left. So you still have enough space for that. Okay. So stick this on here like that. And there we go. So now your gussets are all done. So move that up just a bit. Alrighty. Okay, so there is our album, and then I went ahead and did some. I went ahead and stuck some things in the pockets and that sort of thing. But you know, you can go ahead and stick. You know, like I went ahead and added some mats. So I just added a bunch of different size mats to this, to your little pocket here. Okay, and these will go ahead and keep your little flap down here. There. Now, if you wanted to decorate your inserts, okay, I will go ahead and I am going to decorate just the front of the inserts. For the back of the inserts, if you want to cover these, you will definitely need another paper pad for the back. Okay, I have enough scraps to do the front parts of the inserts. Okay, but I don't have enough for the back part. Okay, so you will definitely want to get a second one if you want to do that. And then I'm going to decorate the front, and then I will see you guys on the walkthrough. So thank you so much for joining me in creating this super beautiful album. I absolutely love it. And so thank you so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hi guys. So I am in the middle of doing decorating the front cover of my album. Okay, and so what I wanted to do is I wanted a butterfly right here, and I found a really cool way to make a butterfly out of the die that we just got from JNS Hobbies and Crafts. It's the spellbinder die. It's the doily border die. Okay, so it's the doily border die, and it comes in like this. Okay, and I showed you this earlier, but I just want to kind of show y'all again. Okay, it comes like this. All right, so okay, so it's like that, and it comes with these other two pieces to go around it, right, to create the border around that specific die. So I was messing around, and I thought, you know, I wonder if I can make a butterfly out of that die, and I did. So I thought it turned out super, super cute. So I'm going to show you how I did this, okay? So that is just a white butterfly that I did. And of course you can put antennas on it using your wire, okay? It's just jewelry wire, okay? So I went ahead and stuck this one together already, okay? But when you cut it out, you cut out the border, okay, just using these two pieces here, okay? So that's what you're going to use to cut this piece out. And then to cut this piece out, you're going to use all three pieces, and it's going to go around it like this, okay? So when you cut it out, it's going to look like that, all right? And so you're going to get this piece. So to attach these, you're just going to, I just put a dot here like this, and I don't put very much glue on it. Looks like it, but I'm really not. And I just go around the edges, and then I just kind of like do a little bit in between. So just something like that. Okay. And all right. And then I'm going to lay this on top of here. Now this is the green, and I'm debating. I'm like, I kind of like the green, but I kind of like this lighter purple on top of the darker purple. So I actually had cut it out for the green part because I thought the green and the purple would look really pretty together, but I can always do a green one later. So I thought, you know, you can also just use your regular butterfly punches or dies if you have those. But I just thought that this was a cool idea, and what a great way to get 2 or 3 items out of one die, right? So why not? So y'all know, if you have watched my videos before, you know I like using dies in many different ways, and you get such a good bang for your buck, right? So this is how we're going to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so y'all can see a little bit closer. Okay, so just like this. So how we're going to do this is you are going to go ahead, and I'm going to do these two here. Okay, so you're going to go straight up the middle part. Okay, so right up the middle of, in between the little fans is what I guess I'm going to call those. Okay, so that's how you're going to do that. All right, just like that. So you're going to go right like that, and then you're going to cut these two apart. Again, you're just going to go ahead and cut right in between those. Okay, just like that. And then you're going to go ahead and cut those out. Okay, and you're going to do this here, and then you're going to go ahead and curve it in like that. Okay, so you're just going to follow this curve right in through here. All right, and I'm going to do that here. Okay, and you're just going to follow that around just like that. So now you end up with something like this. Okay, now you're going to go ahead and cut around that little doily pieces, or the little humps. Okay, just like this. Okay, so it looks like that. All right, and then here you're just going to go ahead and cut to this other end here. So from here to there, you are going to cut like that. So now you've got that. Okay, so now it looks like this, and I'm going to grab a little piece like this, so it looks like this. Okay, on the back it should look like that. Okay, you're just basically fussy cutting right around the die pieces. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and cut there and like that. Okay, so now you have something like this. Okay, now if you wanted to, you could definitely, just kind of curve that in and make a little notch in there. Okay, so I'm just bringing it closer to me so I can see, because I got granny eyes. So, I got granny eyes, you guys, so it's hard for me to see. So again, I'm going to go ahead and just cut like that, right? Cut around this outer die part to the edge. Okay, so now you're going to have these two pieces like this. Okay, and you're just going to go ahead and lay one on top of the other. Now it doesn't really matter which one you lay on top of the other. Now to form my wings, I go ahead and I just, I either bend them back and just kind of form them with my fingers. Okay, just like this. All right, and I press the middle kind of down, so it's kind of like this. Okay, can you see that? So this is like indented inwards, and then this is kind of folded up a little bit. Okay, and that's just so that way these two will connect like this to form the butterfly piece. Okay, just like that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put glue on here. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and put those together just like that. Now with that other one, I didn't put, I actually just overlaid them, but I kind of like them a little bit closer like this. This one is a little bit further apart. Okay, this one's a little bit closer. I think I'm going to go ahead and put some glue right underneath there. All right, and again, I'm just kind of bending it a little bit just bowing it a little bit. So now you have something like that, right? So there is your butterfly. And then y'all know I always keep my leftovers from previous mini albums, and so that's what I'm using is some of these flat back pearls from the shop. Okay, and I'm just going to stick it right in the middle like that. Okay, so I'm just going to lay some glue right down here and stick that right in the middle. Now, if you want to add little antennas to your little guy here, you can do that. Okay, grab some wire here. Okay, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and grab some black wire. Okay. And I'm just grabbing this from my stash. But so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it down, and I'm just going to kind of gauge it where I'm not really measuring. I'm just kind of like eyeballing it, y'all. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this right there. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and twist this, the back end. Okay. And if you have little snips or, you know, jewelry making things, I have this little guy, this little wire, and I'm just going to go ahead and straighten these out. Okay, just like that. Alrighty. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of squeeze that together. And I'm going to go ahead and attach that to the back. I'm going to curl it, and how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to use a, I have this little wire guy, and I'm just finding something small to wrap it around. So I'm just going to use this to make my little antennas kind of curly. Okay, but you can use whatever you have in your stash. Okay, and that's what I'm going to do there. All right. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put that there. Now there's a couple of ways you can do this. Okay, you can use your glue, or like I'm going to go ahead and put some of my double tape down over it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and lay this double tape here like this. Okay, and this is just for a quick method, okay, because I'm showing you on here and I don't have really time. The glue's not going to dry, so this is how I'm going to do it for right now. But I would use glue, set it off to the side, let it dry, and then add some more glue, set it off to the side, and let it dry. Okay, so but you can do it this way too. Okay, and then just go ahead, lay your little guy on there like that. Take your double stick tape again, put it on top. Okay, just like that. All right. Again, you can, you know, do whatever you'd like with your little antennas. And then I'm just going to stick this little guy right here. And, you know, you can, if you want to form yours a little bit more, you can definitely do that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to kind of make a little V right here. There we go. Because that's the tape that's showing right there. So I'm going to go ahead and just try to clip off that tape the best I can. Again, you can definitely, you know, this may give you an idea on how to do your butterfly. So how cute is that, right? And that little guy is going to go right there. So, and you can definitely do double stick if you have double foamy tape. You can go ahead and use tape on him if you want to, which I might do, because y'all know I love foam tape. So I'm almost out of this. And I can go ahead and take that off, put my foam tape there, right? And let's see, I'm going to cut another piece of my foam tape. Put another piece here. Okay. And I can put him right here. Just like that. Right. So that is how you can make a butterfly. So how cute is that? So anyway, I just thought I would share that with you guys, and I thought it was a really super cool idea. And so if you want to use that, you are more than welcome to. But anyway, just let me know if you do and tag me so I can check it out. So anyway, I want to share that with you real quick, and then I'll be back and share the rest of my album with you in the walkthrough. Hey guys, thanks for joining me, and thanks for all your comments. I love hearing from each and every one of you. Hugs, and stay crafty. Bye!